Jazzy and I have been working on her costume for a costume party, and it's coming right along. Except we got to fix her cuffs. We have to fix the cuffs of the legs so that her so her leg will stay in it. But I've been making this from scratch. I can't believe I've gotten this far, and she's been participating with fittings and everything. She's doing so good. It's time for another fitting, and Jazzy just got right up here in my lap. The latest thing I've been doing is trying to put some cuffs on the legs, on the front legs of her costume. We'll see how it goes. Wait, stay. Okay, come on here. The reason I was putting cuffs on is because she keeps walking out of the legs. Or arms. Yeah, it's her arms. Come back here. Okay, sorry about that, Jazzy. So, yeah, like I say, this is one of many costume fittings that we've done, and she is just cooperating beautifully. I'm surprised she's not biting me right now, because that's what she's been doing before. And I made her something to chew on while we're doing this for when she is wanting to bite me. So, let's see. Let's see how this is going. Okay. So, this is the cuff that we're making. And I made it out of the buttons off of the shirt. And so I am basically just going to make it pretty tight so that I can button it up after we get her costume on. And hopefully it will stay on that way. Now she's biting at me. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how tight to make it. And I think I've about got that figured out. So I'm going to make a little buttonhole for it. And we're going to see if that works. Say bye, Jazzy. Bye, Jazzy. Okay, this would probably be a little neater if I put white thread in here instead of the black that I've been using. But I am not a sewer, and I usually get the sewing machine all jammed up whenever I try to thread it. So I'm just going to use the black thread that's in there, and I'm just going to try to straighten up this little edge here a little bit and keep it from raveling more or anything. And so it's going to be black thread. Here we go. And sure enough, I unthreaded the machine, so now I got to rethread it. I'm good at that. So I'm going to turn it off while I'm rethreading it, maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I can get it back in there quickly. Okay, we'll turn it back on when I get it rethreaded. Okay, I have it rethreaded, and I'm going to do a little trick that my dad taught me that helps me to keep things from jamming up and coming out of the sewing, out of the needle. I'm going to reverse it first. And then I'm going to go forward. Now, up until about a year ago, I could not sew at all. Now I'm going to reverse it to just tie it in. And I want to sew it a little more on this back edge, so I'm just going to reverse it on the back edge. I am not a neat sewer at all. And here's what I normally do. See, I got the top string jammed into the bottom. Luckily, I didn't sew much after that happened, so I should be able to just pull it out of there without any problem. Yeah, I've got it back now. So, hopefully it doesn't look too tacky. I probably should have just sewed that part by hand. But, yeah. So, this part was really hard to sew on. Oops, I'm not showing it very well. This part here, it was really hard to sew on. So, I don't know why I'm doing this in this up and down fashion, but there you have it. Guess I will show you. I'm going to clean up the threads. I can at least do that. I always have a lot of extra thread, again, because I am just not a professional. Did I say up until about a year ago, probably, I didn't know how to sew at all. Every time I tried, I would give up. And even my dad knows how to sew. And so finally, I think it was about a year and a half ago, I wanted some things altered, and I decided that I wanted to learn how to do it myself. And so I'm getting better. You know, everything you do, if you keep practicing, you do get better. And that's true for me with sewing, even though I thought that I was a hopeless case. I think the sewing machine has a zipper thing, but I don't know how to do it. So maybe I can get my dad to help me later. But for now, I just cut a little hole, and I will try it back on Jazzy in a little bit. But I'm gonna see, this is the shirt that I've been using. Cut the collar out of it for the collar of her costume. I cut the little emblem off of it for her emblem. I got these buttons at Walmart for $2, I think it was, $1.99. So cute. And so to make that cuff, I used part of the button side. Let me find it and I'll show you. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to cut off part of the, whatever that part's called, where the buttons are, and I'm going to sew it onto the leg of her costume and make it where I can button it up so I can make it tight so it'll stay on her. Okay. I don't like doing portrait, but I don't think I can get my phone to do it in landscape view. So yeah, I'm probably going to cut 2 buttons off this time just to make sure it's long enough. Hey. She's playing down there. And let's see, I probably should have measured it against this, because this was just about the exact right length. So yeah, she may end up with 2 buttons on this piece. Of course, I could cut one off. But I'll sew it on and see how it goes. I probably should try this on her and make sure that that's working. But, oh, what I made her costume out of was some leggings. And so one of them I cut a little longer. This is one of the legs I cut off. This was the shorter end. This was the end that I made her front paws sleeves with. So here's, can you tell that it was a pair of leggings? So this was one leg and this was the other leg. So I cut a little bit off of this side, and so this goes on her body. And then on the side that has her front 2 paws, which is these things, I cut it shorter, and then I just sewed like a U shape. I know that's hard to see. So I sewed a U shape and then tried it on her and saw that it looked like it was pretty well going to work. And so then I cut that out, and that makes her front paws. Nifty, huh? Okay, so let's see if we can. Oh, and to put the put the cuff on. I turned the leg inside out. Jazzy, come. She's in there barking, so I probably need to go see what she's doing. Since we're in a house and she's not used to being in a house, she may be sitting at the front door. Let's go check and see. See, what are you doing? Huh? Come on. Did you eat? Let's go see if she ate. Yeah, this is my parents' house. And here lately, she's gotten to where she picks out a lot of her food and puts it on the floor. She doesn't want all of it, even though it's all the same. So I don't know what she was barking at. What were you barking at, huh? As you can see, my mom has a super green thumb. She raised these plants, although my dad takes care of them now because she's not getting around as well. And she has plants galore. I can show you some more of them. Here's some more of my mom's plants. And here. And I tell you, she's constantly complaining about how many plants she has. But then she's always cutting some off and sticking it in water. This. Oh, and here's the view from the kitchen. Beautiful, huh? Anyway, so she'll stick this stuff in water and then in soil. And she grows more plants, even though she complains about them. Here's some tomatoes that came from Oklahoma. I recently visited Oklahoma. I had some obligations there. And so my niece was growing tomatoes. My mom went with me, and she wanted to bring some tomatoes back to my dad. But I have a feeling that they're going to have a hard time ripening, although these two are getting a little bit of pink on them. So we'll probably stick them in the window to help them ripen. I'm not sure. But it does look like these two are starting to change. We did get to bring one ripe one home to my dad. And he ate that yesterday when we got here. Okay, so here's some more plants. And last but not least, oh, not even last, more plants. More plants. So, yeah, my mom just has a great green thumb, and like I said, my dad does too. He always grew a garden when we lived in Oklahoma. More plants. And so he's real good at it as well. More plants. Oh, she just can't stop, I guess. Oh, here's another one. Okay, I'm going to try to be a little bit neater this time. And so I folded part of the leg in instead of having it sticking out like I did on the last one. And I should fold that down now. But anyway, I'm going to make sure the button is on the outside, which, since I've got it turned wrong side out, it'll be on the inside. She's barking again. I guess I'll take her out to make sure that after I get this started, because I lost it a while ago. Anyway, I'll take her out to make sure that everything is cool there. But I'm just sewing it to the back side of where the buttons were. This one seems to be going a little better, probably from my experience from the first one. I may even get it sewed on all the way around. Yeah, this is going much better. I should have taken a little more time to figure out how to do it on that other one. Okay, little back stitch to lock it in. And then forward again. So hopefully that will stay. And let's see how it worked. I think this is turning out so cute, and I'm really kind of impressed with myself because I am not a creative type at all. But when, I was looking up online to see if there were any Wednesday dog costumes. Yes, that's what she's going as, Wednesday Addams. So I looked to see if there were any dog costumes for it, and I found one, and I thought, oh, that is too cute. Maybe I can do that. And so here we are. This one does have 2 buttons on it. I may pull one of them off after I figure out which one's going to work best. But we'll do another try on and figure out how tight to make the button and finish this up. I'm about done with this project, and I think, I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Let me see. I've probably been at it for a little over an hour and a half, but that's been with some breaks to deal with Jazzy and take her out and see what else she needed. So yeah, I think it's been going really well. Okay, come sit. Sit. There you go. See how cooperative she's being? She is biting on me though. And that might be why she's cooperating. She might think it's kind of neat that no bite. Ow. That she's getting to bite on me, because normally that does not happen at all. Here, you can bite on this. Yeah. Yeah, bite on that. So she also got a new toy out of the deal, right? Okay, let's try it on one more time. I think we're just... I didn't do it right. So the easiest way for me to do it is to gather it all up and put it all over her face all at once, so she doesn't bite it. Stop biting. Now, I've never even really put hardly any clothes on her before, and so this is kind of new to her. And then I'm also kind of... Jazzy, stop it. Some of the times I've just stuck her leg all the way through to the front end and then fished out the arms, but she's getting kind of used to it, so stop biting. No bite. Oh my goodness. I think she is getting a little tired of it all, but I still think she's being pretty darn cooperative for what I've put her through this morning. This is probably about the 9th or 10th time that we've tried this on. Every step of the way, we got to make sure we're doing it right. Because, I didn't have any pattern or anything like that, besides what I saw on the internet, the costume that I saw. And so maybe whenever I get done with the whole thing, maybe I'll put her costume up beside the one that I saw and see how I did. Okay, so this is the first... You can't see it. Let's see if we can get it a little closer. So right now, this is the first cuff that I made. We're going to see how I did on that. Loose threads. They get in my way, so off they go. I might have to make it a little tighter, but I'm going to let her run around in it a little bit after I get the other one done and see how we did. Okay. Hey, no bite. Stop. No bite. Stop biting. So now I just have to decide which button to use and make a hole for it. Stop biting. And I'm going to try to do it while it's on her if she'll quit biting me. Here. Jazzy, no bite. The hard part is keeping touch of where I need to put the hole. Ouch. Wow. My dad keeps sharp scissors, so I hope I don't start bleeding. One of the blades hit up against my finger because I was just poking it through the material. So if this works, then I'll just clean up this cuff, and I think we will be done then. So see, it's too long right now, but I think I can clean it up, and I'm thinking that this is going to work. We're going to play Go Fetch a little bit with it and see if it keeps on, stays on. So let's see how that goes. You want to see how that goes, Jazzy? Okay, we're starting with her favorite game of tug. And again, this was from a piece of the legging that I used as the body of her costume. Now she can go get it. I think it's gonna stay up. Oh my goodness, Jazzy, you are too cute. Let's try that again. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Ouch! 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 She accidentally bit me. Okay, bring it. Bring it. Come on. Come sit. Come sit. Okay, so little tug of war. I got it from her. And there she goes. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. She says, I'm tired, Mom. Okay, we're gonna... You look adorable. Yes, you do. You look adorable. Now I'm gonna make her wig. And I'm making it out of a sock and some yarn. And so I put the sock on and cut some holes for her ears. And we're going to make a wig and see how that goes. You ready to take this sock off your head? Huh? Okay. There's my little model. And what we're making now is a wig for Jazzy. I think I showed you, well, I cut my finger. That's the Band-Aid my mom had. So this is part of a sock, and that's going to be her skull cap for her wig. And here's the wigging process. I wrapped it around and around and around to make it long enough for a wig. And then I put a piece of fabric on either side, and I'm going to sew that up. I'm going to be taking the top layer off as I go and leave the bottom layer. The bottom layer is just like that, see? And I'll leave the bottom layer and see how that works. And then if it works out right, then I'm going to put it on this, which is Jazzy's little skull cap, and make her little wig. All right, we're back at the sewing machine. And, oh, yeah, you can see it. Hey. That's enough of that. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to put my little sandwich that I made up on here. Put the foot down. And start taking the bends out. I don't know if you can see that. See the bend? Where I pinned it up. And start sewing. Helps us turn the thing on, doesn't it? I didn't hold on to the ends, but I think I did okay, and I think they're okay. I hope. We'll see. Nope, I lost my thread, so I'll catch you whenever I get it threaded back up. Okay, I'm hoping I got it threaded into the machine right, because that's where I usually mess up. I usually do that wrong, so let's see. Oh, and I'm going to go backwards. for some reason, if I go backwards first, then I don't tend to get it clogged up in the machine as bad. That didn't sound good. Let's check it. Yep, I got it clogged up. Which is my norm. I'll try it one more time. If it's still screwed up, then I will call in reinforcements. Jazzy, stop. Doesn't sound right, but I'm going to keep going for a second. Uh-oh. I think I might not have gotten the pin in the right place, but we'll see. Yeah, that's not sewing, so I did something wrong. Well, maybe not. Maybe it is sewing. We'll see. Oh, I did something wrong. I was supposed to be taking this piece of fabric up the whole time. Oh, well, maybe I can cut it off. We'll see. I'm going to keep going with the way I'm doing it. If I did it wrong, I'll just cut it out and start over. Okay, so I got the yarn sewed onto the fabric. It's kind of hard to tell right now what it is, but here's a piece of fabric here. The fabric's black like the yarn. So now I'm going to put that on what I made as her skull cap and sew it onto there. And then it should fit over onto her head. We'll see how that works out. So here I go. Again, I'm going to sew that fabric onto the sock, which is what I'm using as her skull cap. And I'm not going to sew it all the way around or anything. Just kind of enough to where it will hang there. And then I'm going to have to cut some holes into the black fabric for her ears. Kind of trying to wrap the black around the white sock a little bit so that the white sock will not show on the top of her head. It's going to show on her chin though. Jazzy, what are you doing? Okay, so This part is going to go towards the front of her head, which apparently I didn't get it all sewn on there. That's okay because it was too long anyway. So now I'm going to sew on the back side. Oh yay, I'm still threaded. I'm surprised I didn't lose the thread like I normally do. I think I just got jammed up. Oh, I certainly did. I've got thread everywhere. Okay, got it loose. So, now it's at least somewhat sewn onto this white sock, and I'm going to try it on her and see how it does. Jazzy, get, oh my goodness. She is getting into the trash can. She ran away because I got onto her, but she likes paper products, and so my mom has put these napkins in this trash can, and so I need to put them somewhere else that she doesn't get into them. Okay, let's see how this goes. Come here, Jazzy. So far, I wound that yarn up. I don't remember if I showed you that or not. Sit. And I haven't cut it into separate sides of her hair. So we're just going to stick this on her little face. And see how it goes. I still got a long ways to go on it, but so that sock is what's going to hold it onto her head, and you can't see it very well, so still got a little bit to go. Like pulling her ears out. I probably should just go ahead and do this so that I can get the braids in the right places. Okay, let's find your other ear. Where is the other ear? Hey, stop biting me. Okay, so now I have her ears out. I'm going to have to straighten this up because the braid, the part is all messed up now. That was that fitting. So we'll catch you when we get a little further. And now I've braided one side of the wig, and I'm about to braid the other side. I'll see if I can flip the camera up to watch that, but I don't know if I can. Okay, so I'm just sectioning it off into 3 sections as best as I can. I'm trying to start the braid down a little bit low so that, I don't know, so it'll look right on top of her head. And make it kind of a loose braid so it'll be fat. Standard braid. And it's way too long, but I'll just cut off the excess when we get there. I had a piece of yarn that fell off that I cut off or something, so I'm tying it up with that. So we'll see how it looks when we get it on her. Oh, something else that I did to the other side is I just kind of pulled them out to make the braid a little fatter. Okay, Jazzy hopes this is the final fitting.
I have the phone. I have your phone.
Drop it. Drop it. We'll get, no, you'll get it back. Come sit. Not a girl. That's a good girl. Okay, so we're going to put your face in there.
Okay, I'm getting used to this, but I don't like it.
So this time I'm probably not going to pull her ears out because that just takes up more time. I am just wanting to see how, how it works. No bite. So I'll have to work on it when the day comes. Here it is. It's way too long. So I'll be cutting it off. How does it look? Okay, so sit. I want it to be pretty long when she's sitting. So about that about that long, and I'll make both sides that long. And she wants her bone back, but we gotta get this off her face first. Okay, get your bone. And that's just about a wrap. Okay, Jazzy, how is it? What do you think, huh? Are you all ready for a costume party? We got him sideways.
I want her.
I'm walking alone.
You're not too sure about your wig? Oh, it fell down. Okay, we gotta fix the wig.
It's empty. The only thing I can see is
Oh, you poor girl. Okay.
my own silhouette. I'm getting
Okay, my hair's a mess.
You
But,
and
I'm
Jazzy.
trying to film, but okay.
stronger. Step by step, the clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town.